policy in the bathroom.
I'm the one that got the guy up on the wall in there.
Okay,
The guy up on the wall.
let's go.
Alright, well, today's program is on eye safety and eye protection. It's 2 years older than dirt, but it's still pretty gory. I always use it as a pretty good eye opener, no pun intended. Yeah, so, but some of the images, most of the images are very graphic. If you don't like them, then, you know, you can excuse yourself, obviously, if you want, but not everybody excuse yourself.
That's all it does, guys.
I know what you're thinking, like, hey, we can all bail out. No, not happening.
So soft.
What's that?
So when did you get so soft?
It's the Me Too movement, bro.
You know, I mean, it was really, after I updated my OSHA 500, they say any material that you show students, if it's graphic and they aren't comfortable with it, then they should be allowed to leave. And that's, you know, more of a legal issue, like, you know, I mean, you know, you don't want to put anybody through something that they don't want to have to endure.
Traumatizing.
Exactly, you know, or stuff that make them uncomfortable, because heaven forbid if you should make anybody uncomfortable nowadays.
I could see you then, right?
What's that?
I could see you for this.
Shut up, Jay. Let's go. We got pipe to unload.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Hey, I gave you the opportunity.
My Precious Eyes, the gory story. Please be warned that some of the pictures and information you are about to see are very graphic. If you do not want to see graphic and explicit pictures of serious eye injuries, notify your trainer so you may be excused. No further warnings will be given.
Close your eyes.
Aren't you just sick and tired of hearing about safety? Don't you believe that people in every industry are going overboard on this safety campaign? You hear about safety in industry, hotels, schools, and medical facilities, even in the transportation industry. What's the big deal? One of the reasons organizations keep hitting you on safety is a thing we call safety awareness. It's human nature not to think about safety, so the more you hear about safety, the more it's ingrained in your mind. You might get sick of hearing about it, but safety awareness does work. In this program, we're going to help increase your safety awareness on one of the most basic and most talked about topics in the entire safety industry: eye injury prevention. Now, how many times have you heard, wear your safety glasses? Probably more than you want to know. However, this time we're going to make a lasting impression because we're going to show you some things you may not know about your precious eyes. What contributes to eye injuries at work? Not wearing eye protection. 3 out of every 5 workers injured were not wearing eye protection at the time of the accident. Wearing the wrong kind of eye protection for the job. Most injured workers were most likely to be wearing eyeglasses with no side shields. What causes eye injuries? Almost 70% of eye injury accidents result from flying or falling objects or sparks striking the eye. Injured workers estimated that nearly 3/5 of the objects were smaller than a pinhead. Most of the particles were said to be traveling faster than a hand-thrown object when the accident occurred. Contact with chemicals caused 1/5 of the injuries. Other accidents were caused by objects swinging from a fixed or attached position, like tree limbs, ropes, chains, or tools, which were pulled into the eye while the worker was using them. Where do accidents occur most often? Potential eye hazards can be found in nearly every industry, but more than 40% of injuries studied occurred among craft workers, such as mechanics, carpenters, and plumbers. Over 1/3 of the injured workers were assemblers, sanders, and grinding machine operators. Laborers suffered about 1/5 of the eye injuries. Almost half the injured workers were employed in manufacturing. Slightly more than 20% were in construction. How can eye injuries be prevented? Always wear effective eye protection. 94% of injuries to workers wearing eye protection resulted from objects or chemicals going around or under the protector. Eye protective devices should allow for air to circulate between the eye and the lens. Only a small percentage of workers injured while wearing eye protection reported breakage of the equipment. Nearly 1/5 of injured workers with eye protection wore face shields or welding helmets. However, only 6% of workers injured while wearing eye protection wore goggles, which generally offer better protection for the eyes. Best protection is afforded when goggles are worn with face shields. Better training and education. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that most workers were hurt while doing their regular jobs. Workers injured while not wearing protective eyewear most often said they believed it was not required by the situation, even though the vast majority of employers furnished eye protection at no cost to employees. About 40% of the workers received no information on where and what kind of eyewear should be used. Maintenance. Eye protection devices should be properly maintained. Scratched and dirty devices reduce vision, cause glare, and may contribute to accidents. We highly recommend eye examinations on at least an annual basis, or anytime you believe your vision has any type of symptoms or abnormality. There are several diseases of the eye that can be discovered upon examination. As you get older, your vision has a tendency to fail, necessitating the need for glasses or other corrective procedures. Macular degeneration, cataracts, glaucoma, retinitis pigmentosa, cancer, and other eye problems can be quite serious. According to Prevent Blindness America, by the year 2030, twice as many people will be blind as are today. Macular degeneration will continue to be the leading cause of blindness, and there will be a near doubling of the total cases of glaucoma. Let's take a quick look at how certain diseases affect a person's vision. From a starting point of regular vision, as shown in this photograph, we can see in this photo, a person with macular degeneration has distorted vision of the same scene. A person with age-related macular degeneration also has a very distorted view. Can you imagine operating a vehicle with this type of vision? A person with cataracts will have another type of view, somewhat like the scene is out of focus or the eye has a filter between the scene and eye. The serious disease of glaucoma distorts the scene in this manner. The effects on vision can be slight or very serious, depending upon the stage of the disease. Myopia also distorts a person's vision in approximately this manner, like the scene is out of focus, or in some cases, a different distortion. No one wants their vision distorted or interrupted, so it's up to you to have eye examinations to determine if you have such diseases or other vision problems. Waiting until the vision becomes a major problem could result in loss of vision or permanent damage to your vision. In your work environment, when your eyes are exposed to hazards, prevention is the key. You prevent eye injuries by wearing approved personal protective equipment. Notice we said approved. When your employer purchases protective equipment, it must meet certain standards or it cannot be used. Knowing this, what about people who wear prescription glasses in a work environment? Prescription glasses are not approved safety glasses unless you specifically tell the optometrist that you must have industrial safety glasses. This means your prescription glasses will meet the rigid standards of safety glasses, and the glasses will have a special mark on the lenses identifying them as safety glasses. You cannot wear regular prescription lenses as safety glasses. If you are welding, you must use approved lenses for the material or welding process on which you're working. There are several shades of welding goggles and eye protection shields, so make sure you use approved shades of eye protection when welding, cutting, or brazing. Sunglasses do not afford protection from welding activities. If you're working in the sun, sunglasses can help shield your eyes from the harmful rays of the sun. However, most people believe that any type of sunglasses prevent ultraviolet damage to the eyes. Doctors tell us otherwise. Here's a youngster who has cancer of the skin and eyes due to excessive exposure to the sun without proper protection. There are different levels of protection, so make sure you purchase and use sunglasses that will protect your eyes, because not all sunglasses offer proper protection. Small children are generally at great risk from the sun's rays because their parents generally provide them with inexpensive children's sunglasses. These glasses look cool but offer no protection whatsoever from the sun. It's best to check with your optometrist for all vision products. Let's review some past experiences with eye injuries.
Walking to fortune, walking to fortune. Just like that guy, not everybody watches when they're walking to fortune.
Let's review some safety tips. All industrial eyeglasses must meet the requirements of the American National Standards Institute. Safety glasses with side shields are required if there is a danger of something striking the eye. Goggles fit the face snugly and are effective in sealing the entire eye area, protecting it from hazards like spatter, fumes, and vapors. Face shields provide extra protection for extremely hazardous jobs. When removing your glasses after working around dust or debris, tilt your head forward and remove the glasses from the back of your head. This will keep debris from falling into your eyes. If your job involves arc welding, your eyes are exposed to ultraviolet light that can cause a serious injury welding flash. When using high-powered lasers, your eyes are exposed to non-ionizing radiation that can severely burn your retina and cornea. Certainly, that's not all the safety tips about eye injury prevention, but you'll receive more training on the subject. Let's now concentrate on what to do in case you do experience an eye injury. These are recommendations, but your company will consult with their medical professional on actual emergency treatment policies and procedures. Emergency procedures for eye injuries. Accidents resulting in eye injury can happen to anyone, no matter where we work. Flying particles, dusts, fumes, chemicals, harmful rays, and vapors often expose us to potential eye injuries. Fortunately, we can protect against these hazards by using the appropriate eye and face protection. It is very important that you know what to do in an emergency before it happens. Following the emergency procedures listed below can help save your eyesight or a coworker's in the event of an accidental eye injury. Foreign particles. If you get anything in your eye, such as metal, dirt, or dust particles, go to the nearest eye wash fountain or water source. Flush the eye with water until the object has been rinsed. Do not rub your eye. This can scratch your eye or further embed the object. If the particle does not rinse free, bandage your eye loosely and seek medical attention. Chemical splashes. Immediately go to the nearest eye wash fountain or emergency shower. Look directly into the stream of water, hold your eyes open with your fingers, and flush your eyes and face for a minimum of 15 minutes. If necessary, ask someone to assist you. Seek medical attention. Light burns. If you are exposed to welding, laser, or other radiant light without appropriate protective eyewear, you probably will not feel pain right away. After 4 to 12 hours, however, your eyes may feel gritty, sensitive to light, or may get red or swell. If this occurs, keep your eyes closed to avoid irritation and seek medical attention. Cuts near eye. Do not rub, press, or wash the cut because this can cause further damage. Loosely bandage the injured eye and seek medical attention. Embedded objects. Never try to remove objects embedded in your eye. This can cause further damage. Loosely bandage the injured eye and seek medical attention. Bumps and blows. If you receive a bump or blow to the eye, apply a cold compress for 15 minutes to reduce pain and swelling and get medical attention. You can guard against eye injuries by making sure that the appropriate protective eye face equipment is worn for the particular eye hazard you encounter. It is important to remember that regular glasses and contact lenses do not offer protection from eye hazards. Prevention is the first and most important step in avoiding eye injuries. There is nothing magical about eye injury prevention, but you must take the initiative. Think of the hazard, then take appropriate action to prevent the hazard or exposure from becoming an injury. Annual visits to your optometrist can detect diseases of the eye, even those diseases that don't have any symptoms, but diseases that can cause you to go blind. Safety awareness on your part is the most important ingredient in accident illness prevention. Thank you.
And I did the same program for a company late last month, and there was a guy said he had been to the optometrist 5 times to get crap dug out of his eye because he wasn't wearing eye protection. And that was always the first question that the optometrist would ask him. Well, were you wearing safety glasses? Were you wearing eye protection? No. So the stuff does work, but you really gotta use it. And you gotta make sure that it's maintained and that it's clear and that you can see through it, because nobody likes looking through a dirty windshield of a car, right? Well, let's say that most people don't. Same thing goes for eye protection. Same thing goes for the face shields, same thing goes for the safety glasses, goggles. If it's all scratched up and beat up, do you think you're gonna be more inclined to use it? Probably not. And also too, if it's dirty and you do try to use it, can cause more of a hazard because you can't see what you're doing. So I would advise you guys to check your trucks today, make sure that you got some safety glasses in there that are clean, that are well maintained. Also face shields as well, goggles if you got them, goggles if you need them for, you know, whatever task you're gonna be doing. And also check your first aid kits for eye wash. And that's one of the reasons why when we do our inspections, we check to see if you got eye wash, because there's gonna be sometimes when you're out in the field where there is no running water. You don't have any water to run across your eye, or at least any that's sanitary or would be considered sanitary, unless it's bottled water. So, you know, make sure you got eye wash and make sure it's, you know, somewhat up to date, not 2 years older than dirt, from like maybe 2014, 2013, which I've seen in the past.
Just updated them.
Are you ever gonna get that guy a fire extinguisher?
It's in this truck. Is it in this truck? In this truck.
Okay.
They all are
Off topic,
updated.
but I thought, okay, all right, good, very good. Anyhow, you gotta take it upon yourself to use the stuff. They provide it, you guys gotta use it. Any questions? Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Be safe. I'll see you next month.